Hi neighbors, welcome to the May 2025 Housing Market Update. This month we are looking at the two market areas we really focus on, downtown Birmingham and Homewood. And then we're also going to take a peek at the entire Greater Alabama MLS, how we are doing so far this year compared to last year. So let's go ahead and jump in. Right, first of all, looking at downtown Birmingham, kind of from Glen Iris South Side all the way over to Crestwood, we had 72 sales in the month of April. That is down a little bit from the same month last year. It's a significant increase from just last month. So we're seeing the typical trend as the year progresses of a lot more sales happening. The median sales price was $372,500. That's down about $25,000 from the median sales price last year. But overall, as the year has progressed, we're seeing just a slight increase in sales price from last year. The median sold price per square foot downtown Birmingham was $262. It's a little bit below where it was this month last year. And then sale to list price ratio, on average, houses are selling for 98.7% of the list price. This time last year, it was 105%. The median days on market, that's the amount of time from showings beginning to going under contract, downtown Birmingham was 8. The average is 48. Median is kind of more true number when it comes to days on market. Previously, last year, this time, the median days on market was 4. So market's about half as fast or twice as slow as it was this time last year. And then we have 2.8 months of inventory. That is more inventory than we had this time last year. But we're also seeing a steady trend month over month this year of inventory going down. Back in February, we had 7 months of inventory downtown Birmingham, and now we're just under 3 months of inventory. So overall, downtown Birmingham, slightly fewer sales happening right now year over year. The pricing is only slightly higher than last year, and it's a much slower moving market. So moving on to Homewood, which is a pretty different market. We had 33 sales in the month of April. That's 3 more than the same time last year. The median sales price was right at $500,000. That's up $50,000 from the same month last year. Median sold price per square foot is $330. The sale to list price ratio is just over 100%. And then median days on market is just 2 days, and the average days on market is just 10 days. And we have 1.5 months of inventory in the Homewood market. So number of sales barely going up compared to this time last year. The pricing is up significantly in terms of the sales price and also the dollars per square foot. Sale to list price ratio so far this year has been really right around 100%. And then it's a bit faster moving market than it was this time last year. Inventory is lower than it was this time last year. So Homewood is a bit more competitive than it was this time last year. Different than downtown Birmingham. So that is Birmingham and Homewood. Now to look at the Greater Alabama MLS, which is a big area around Birmingham, overall, year to year, so far this year compared to so far this point last year, the number of sales is down 2%. The volume sold is up 2%. So we've sold 2% less number of inventory, but we've sold 2% more in terms of dollar amount. That tells you we're still seeing good appreciation. In terms of the average sale price in our MLS, it's up 5%. And then the number of active listings is also up 5%. So there's more to consider, less business happening a little bit, 2% less, but still seeing appreciation here in the Greater Alabama MLS. So I hope that's helpful. And if you have questions about your particular area, if there's any other questions I can answer about the market here in Birmingham, please let me know. Appreciate you listening, and talk again next month.